Bro, no voice? Oh my god. I've really been talking here for a solid 4 minutes now, and it's been mute. Oh my god. Okay. We good now? We good. Oh my god, bro. Yeah, that's streaming for you. But hey, Gustavo, welcome to the stream. Yeah, so, okay. Let's start that over again. Hi everyone, it's MCB here. Welcome to a new stream. This is going to be an interesting stream. Let's talk stream. We're going to talk about Federation, Reddit, Lemmy, Discord, cloud infrastructure, all the stuff. No, that's not how that works, Gustavo. That's not how that works. Actually, since we're on the topic, I have my stream set to like ultra low latency mode, but like when I have it like, so basically what that means is that when I'm doing something, like let's say I'm talking, you will receive the output of my stream, of me talking in like near real time, the best possible, closest to real time as possible. Problem with that though is that it doesn't support closed captioning, so I could actually add some latency to the stream to support closed captioning. And I know closed captioning is really useful for everyone, honestly, not even just for people who can't hear or anything, who have trouble hearing. It's just a useful utility. So I'm just kind of waiting to see if I actually need to turn it on. I'm not going to turn it on unless I have audience members who actually need it. But just going to put that out there that, oh, what is that? Yeah, I will turn that on if anyone needs it. So let me know. Alright, let me know. But yeah, so hi everyone. This is so random. I can't believe I started the stream and didn't unmute my mic. Well, this kind of shows that I haven't been streaming for a while. That's part of the problem. But yes, so actually before I get into that, let's just redo this. Okay, so as you may or may not know, I have a VPS. A VPS is a virtual private server. It is basically me renting out some hardware in the cloud, and I use that to run the Libre Galaxy infrastructure. Wow, that's actually quite a lot of it, surprisingly. So, again, I want to be completely transparent with everybody about like what I'm doing with my infrastructure and like what's my setup like, because I think that a lot of people should actually have their own cloud infrastructure. I think that's actually going to be increasingly important in the future, and this is what the stream is maybe sort of going to talk about or get into. But yeah, so I am using cloud infrastructure from Contabo. Let me show that off. Contabo. I'm going to do it in a private browsing tab so it doesn't like log me in or anything. But yes, so they have different scales of hardware here. Now, okay, I'm using Contabo because they are cheap. That is it. Like, Martin, why are you using Contabo? Cheap. That is why. So, okay. I'm currently going with a VPS, and right now I have this package right here. This package right here. Now here's the thing with these companies, y'all. Okay, here's the thing. Whenever you're going for something like this, it's always like, oh, okay, 13 or like 14 bucks. That's not so bad. Then you select it, and then you see, oh, there's a setup fee. Okay, and then you see, oh, different locations cost different amounts of money. And then, oh, we have extensions, and then, oh, you can go get this and that, the other thing, and then suddenly you're paying a lot more money. Suddenly, oh, you're paying a lot more money. So yeah, that's the thing about these providers that is kind of funny. But still, Contabo, they are good in terms of the price, and I know that I have really done my research, and I still do it every so often to this day to look up, okay, Contabo versus XYZ provider. Where can I get the most bang for my buck? Because, like, I'll be honest, y'all, I don't want to pay a lot of money for cloud stuff. Because it gets really expensive. Like with SouthHollow, for example, we are paying... Actually, I'm not paying for it. But the SouthHollow ownership team, not including me, I'm not paying for that. It's a lot of money. Okay, it's like over 100. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to like talk about SouthHollow like too much, because like I know that like with Libre Galaxy, I want to be like very open about things. With SouthHollow, like I don't know if we, you know, I am paying for SouthHollow, says Gustavo Cruz. You don't even play on SouthHollow anymore, bro. But it's okay, I understand. But yeah, it's a lot of money. Now it depends on the provider you're going with, because with that very high price tag we're paying at SouthHollow, it comes with a lot of good stuff. So we have a very powerful processor, we have a lot of storage, and that is one of the things that I have been thinking about with my VPS. So I don't think it's really going to be a problem if I show off my SSH. So here we go. So this is my BPY top for my server. And you can see here that I actually have the 16 gig model. Again, it's this one. It's this one. 6 vCPU cores. And by the way, y'all, vCPU does not mean actual CPU cores. I didn't know that originally. So you live and you learn. And because I'm running a lot of services, I mean, look at all this, guys. Look at this. Oh, so much stuff. I run so much on here that I actually do need all of the RAM. And also, I needed to go with the NVMe, that NVMe drive. What the heck? Oh, yeah, here it goes. But I'd be like, what? So I currently have the 100 gigabyte NVMe drive, and that actually equates to about like 95.9 gigabytes of storage we can actually use. Yeah. This is my VPS setup. Now, again, I'm running a lot of services on here, and most people don't know about it because I don't talk about it, because I don't have privacy policies in place for it. That's part of why I don't talk about it. Because I don't want it to be like, someone to be like, oh no, I'm using your service, but like XYZ, and the privacy policy doesn't make sense for it, and That's why I don't talk about it. So this stream, don't use it, okay? If like, this is not me talking about it, as in like, this is for the public to use, even though you can use it if you want, I don't mind. But yes, so I have a lot of things running on my VPS hardware of the main site, and again, main site is libregalaxy.org. It is my great website, as you can see here. And then I also have the Minecraft server. This is basically pinging the proxy. Then I have Cirx. CirxNG is a meta search engine. So you can basically see I have a lot of different services here. They're all kind of pinned here. Some of them are running right now. Some of them are not. Here's Cirx. This is a meta search engine. Really cool. And what it basically means is it uses multiple search engine providers to get results. So for example, this result is from DuckDuckGo. This one is from Google. Yeah. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Now the point of this, like, why do I have these different services running on my hardware? Why don't you just use Google? And like for most things I actually do just use Google, but the thing with Cirx is that it helps anonymize your searches. So how this happens is that when you do a search query like itsmcb, like your web browser sends it to my server, and then my server sends the query out to Google and DuckDuckGo and whatever. So the kind of big tech companies are seeing my server. They're not seeing you. And that's where this kind of comes in to be pretty powerful. Now again, if I'm the only one using the Cirx on here, then is it really anonymizing me? That's where it's like, hey, if other people want to use this, feel free to. Just don't like do illegal stuff, please. But like, you know, obviously. Yeah. So there you go. That's kind of the point of these front ends, is that it routes the thing you're trying to do through my server, so those companies see my server and not you. And also, they're just nicer front ends. Like, I like this Cirx interface. It's kind of nice. Same goes for other services. So I have Libre Translate on here, actually. So if you don't want to use... Where is it? Here you go. Google Translate. You could do machine translation for from my server. So let's go with Hola, amigo, ¿cómo estás? Ooh. And you kind of have to select it to be Spanish, like this is Spanish to English. Hey, there you go. Hey, buddy, how are you? There you go. Perfect. How'd you buy? You know, God, it's funny you bring that up, Gustavo. That I had a friend, and I was showing her like Tor, which, by the way, Tor is not a bad thing. It's just like kind of cool that like it exists as a technology, and I was like, oh yeah, this is like a Tor thing. This is pretty cool. And then literally the first thing she does is like, oh, let me search up something illegal. I'm like, no, this is my phone. Don't do that. I don't know. People are weird, bro. But yeah. So lesson there. Don't hand people your phone. Yeah. Anyways, Invidious is also something I'm running on here. So Invidious is a YouTube front end, which is really cool. So this basically means you're not getting ads from YouTube. So you can watch its MCB if you want to, and no ads. It's a pretty nice video player. And by the way, I don't mind. If you use ad block on my videos, I don't care. Please use ad block if you want to. I think that the way Louis Rosman describes it or talks about it is best. You know, if you think my content is worth your time, like donate me $1. Although I have none of that donation stuff set up, and I'll get into that, why I don't do donation stuff right now. But yeah, I think that's kind of it. So if you have an ad block, that's totally fine with me. And if you want to use Invidious to watch my videos, please do. But yeah, it's a really cool client for watching videos, and it's just like a better client. I don't know what to say. Like, it's just a better client. Oh, also, this is awesome. You can listen. So if you just want to listen to something, you can. And that's super duper like useful if you were like on your phone and you don't want to use up a lot of data. So yeah. But again, the legality of these different things, I can't be certain they're fine. Like, you know, if some company comes after me saying, hey, you can't do this, then like, well, first of all, I think I would say, okay, hold up. This is like a software. So by the way, all the software, this is like all like free and open source software. So it's auditable. It's, you know, like Cirx, Libre Translate, Invidious Knitter, LibreEdit, Qtray, Proxy Talk, all of these front ends are open source software. So if a company wanted me to stop using this, they would have to go to the original project and shut that project down. If they did that, then I would be like, okay, this goes, you know. That only makes sense, right? Yeah, so here's the source code for Invidious. So if you want to host your own instance, you totally can. It is super duper nice. But anyways, why am I talking about? Oh yeah. So, and also, who is Discording me? Oh, okay. Sure. I should really put my thing on like do not disturb. Hold up. Because I know those pings are going to be super duper loud. But yeah. So these are like different like alternative front ends, open services, all this stuff I'm hosting on my infrastructure. And hopefully y'all find it useful. It helps keep you more private, more secure, because your data is being routed through my server. And I think it's just like a nicer interface than a lot of these, like for example, YouTube runs really poorly on this thing. This is a Google Chromebook from Google, okay? And this thing sucks. And I have it for school. But I don't need to use it anymore because obviously I'm out of high school now. But, I had to use this. And this thing sucks. And unfortunately, I have to use it as my laptop daily driver because my old laptop, a 2013 MacBook Air, it died. And I'm waiting on a new laptop right now, and it's taken a while to get here. So using Invidious, it actually performs better than loading the super bloated YouTube client. So I don't know. It's good. It's good. So Invidious is for YouTube. Knitter is for Twitter. So I'll show that off real quick. Here we go. It's gonna go. It's MCP here. You can see my Twitter. Although something's broken with this. I need to fix this. I don't know what the problem is. So I'll have to fix this. This has been broken. Libre Reddit. Oh, since we're on this whole stream, it's about Reddit, Lemmy, and other things. So let's talk about Reddit. I use Libre Reddit. This is a front end for Reddit, and it's so good. It's so good. I really hope nothing weird's gonna pop up, but it's good. I love this interface. It's super clean. Actually, let's go to the it's MCP. Here we go. I didn't make this. I didn't make this subreddit. I don't know why it exists. I think Brody made it. Yeah, here we go. It's Brody. He made this. Let's not look at his profile. I bet it's cursed. Yeah, it's MCP subreddit. So you can basically browse Reddit, and this interface is so much better. So much better than like actual Reddit. Okay, like let's see here. Actual Reddit like sucks. Here we go. Oh, please don't be anything weird on the front page of Reddit. Here you go. Here you go. But like this just, I don't know. It's not as good. Like this is a better interface, in my opinion, than this. And it has better support, I believe, for like keyboard navigation and like all these other things. They're just like useful. So yep, there you go. There's that. Qt is for Quora, and Proxy Talk is for TikTok. So there you go. This is my infrastructure setup. It's quite elaborate, I would say. Quite elaborate. Yeah. So, I guess part of why I'm talking about this is because I want to kind of show off, and here's my amazing wallpaper, by the way. I want to... Ooh, that's YouTube chat. Okay, there we go. Okay, so part of why I have all these services set up is because I want to distance myself from big tech companies. Okay, I think this is something that like a lot of other people want to do too, or at least are thinking about or exploring that, you don't have to use these platforms. And if you do use the platforms, you can use them under your terms. This is the internet. You can't always do that, of course. There's legality stuff that, like, at this point in time, I can't really say if it is good or isn't good. But since these softwares exist, I can only assume that they're fine. I can only assume, because I'm not the only one running an instance. There are like hundreds of instances of these different softwares all across the internet to use. So if you don't trust mine, use another one. If you don't trust them, host your own. I really like that. I really like that. I really like the fact that this software is not only open source, but you can host it on your own infrastructure. So you have that ability to know what's happening. And it's on your infrastructure. And this is especially relevant for like social media. So as I was trying to get into before, I think, with Discord, here we go. With Discord, if I'm in a group channel, like the high school graduates, which is me with my friends. Oh, you can even see it. Okay, that's funny. But yeah, so I have a channel up here that got a ping. Yeah, so if I like get kicked from the channel, if I leave the channel, I can't go back and delete those messages. They're stuck there, and I think that's really bad. I wish, there's a lot of really cringy stuff I said that I wish I could just like take back, and do a little deleting. But you can't do that with Discord. And you can't do that with a lot of other social media platforms too. And that's unfortunate. But if you're running a social media platform on your infrastructure, if you delete the database, it's gone. Now, obviously, if it's federated, there is some more complexity to it, but it's gone for you. I think that's pretty good. So anyways, what is Lemmy? What is Reddit? Why am I talking about this? Well, as you may or may not know, there is a bunch of crap happening with Reddit. It's really bad. Essentially, that Reddit is raising the API price to just be an insane amount. The Reddit CEO his name is Spez, and basically he's this guy who is kind of painting these different applications in an incorrect light. And from my understanding, from what the Apollo app developer said, basically he tried to make the Apollo app developer look bad, and basically it's just a bunch of nonsense from Reddit. And it's really, really interesting to me, like, oh my gosh, so interesting that these big platforms are doing things that are really upsetting users as they try to monetize their platform. So think about this. A lot of platforms like Twitter, like Reddit, they use advertising to make money from their user base. But, you know, they want to make more money. Especially when they, in like Twitter's case, they're trying to make a lot of money right now because they're in debt. So it makes you think that, because these platforms, the reason they need to make so much money is because they're so expensive to run. A lot of money has to go into a platform. So what if there's like a better way of doing things? What if we don't need to do targeted ads to make all kinds of money? What if we don't need to abuse users and centralize everything? What if we didn't need to do that? And that, my friends, is where federation comes in. So I have been using Mastodon for a hot minute. It is a pretty cool social media platform. Basically how it works is that Mastodon in particular is kind of like Twitter. If you want to think about it, it's microblogging, and I really do like it. How it works is you have different instances. You can think of them as different nodes, and they can all talk to each other using a protocol. Called ActivityPub. ActivityPub is really cool. It's kind of like email, like how somebody from Gmail could talk to somebody who uses Microsoft Outlook, who can talk to somebody who uses Proton Mail, who can talk to somebody who uses Fastmail, you know, all that stuff. So that's kind of how it works. They're using this ActivityPub protocol, and they can all talk to each other. And that's federation. And it's great because it's decentralized. So no one entity, no one business has all this data. And if you think about it, that's actually a pretty good model because all of these communities can have their own rules. So if you want to join an instance who allows X, but maybe let's say another platform doesn't want to allow X, you can have both coexist at the same time. And I think that's really cool. There's a lot of, it's just, I love it so much. Now, of course, this is like the early days for these different platforms, I would say, but it's just crazy to think about how Twitter had this mass migration of people onto Mastodon, and now that Reddit is having this huge moment of people leaving the platform, we're now seeing another Mastodon-like, in terms of federation, Reddit alternative called Lemmy pop up. And also, welcome to the chat trains. He said Twitter, but not bad. Yeah, exactly. So Lemmy is a decentralized, federated, basically link aggregator. That's what Reddit is, a link aggregator. And I think it's really cool, really cool that it's also decentralized. And there's different instances, different nodes you can join. But just because, for example, I'm on Mastodon is my instance because it's an instance about people who like free and open source software. Go figure. I could talk to somebody and see posts and follow people from other instances. Like, for example, self-care. This is a bot from another instance called Bots in Space. And then here is Robert Matter from FLOSS.social. Totally different instances, but I can follow, I can see their posts, you know, and it's really, really cool. So I think this also goes, it makes me think about having people all in one place versus not. I think a lot of people have this idea, and I've had this idea too, and I don't really know if it's the right idea or the wrong idea, but trying to fit everybody onto one single instance, let's say, like for example Twitter, is that like really a good idea? Like, can we all try to make each other agree on one ideology, on one point of view? No, like, you kind of can't do that, right? That doesn't make sense. Like, there are going to be people who are definitely on this one side and other people on this side, and that's just kind of how life is, right? Like, it's kind of crazy to expect to bring both these people and make them share the same space, right? I think, you know, I've been thinking about that. But when it comes to these decentralized federated servers, that's no longer the case. Now, there is, of course, the problem of people being stuck in echo chambers. I think that could definitely be like a potential problem with some of these spaces if you're not constantly exposed to other people. But at the same time, you kind of gain a lot, in my opinion. You know, like, let's say you have a person who believes in one thing and this other person who does it. This person is constantly going to be fighting and bickering, you know, these two groups. You know, but that doesn't like have to happen if you're separated, or if your instance who believes in this blocks this instance and this instance blocks this instance. We just never talk to each other. Do you think that could like solve some of the hate we see on the internet? I don't know, but I think that has a chance to do that. I think that's cool. So yeah, I've really been thinking a lot about these new federated services coming out, open source, cool technology, and thinking about that in terms of my own infrastructure. Because I have, of course, Libre Galaxy, and I have all these services running on Libre Galaxy already. But of course, most of them are just front-ends. They're not actually full-on services. There you go. So, funny thing is that when I was a kid, back in my childhood, I wanted to run my own social media service. I really wanted to do that. I was inspired by Google, YouTube, Twitter, all these different services, and I wanted to make my own social media services. And yo, Cupcake, whoa, haha, funny stream, indeed. I wanted to make my own social media services. So what I did was, again, I'm a kid in like elementary school at this point, guys. Okay, like I can't do much. What I did is I made these different projects in like the most scuffed way possible. So, for example, I would make Google sites. So back in the, I think they still have this actually. Google lets you build like a free website, multiple of them. And I would use these Google sites to act as social media sites and like different like, basically like Google product clones. And it was so funny because it sucked. It didn't work. It all had to be like manually done. So for example, my really original version of YouTube was YourTube. Again, we're in elementary school, guys, so just, you know how that goes. YourTube. And how it would work is that, you know, you would upload a video to Google Drive, then you would send me the link, then I would go and edit your page on my website, and I would put the video on there. Embed the Google Drive video. Man, that's such a good idea. That's gonna scale. That's really gonna scale to like thousands of users, but it's okay. I mean, let's be honest. Like, as a kid, that's not too bad. That, like, I don't know. I've always just been really obsessed with this stuff, I guess. Just technology and platforms and kind of wanting to have my one to call my own. So, where am I going with this? Well, where I'm going with this is that now I actually can have my own social media platform right now if I wanted to. And to think about that, wow, like that's really cool. Like if I wanted to host a, let's say, Lemmy instance, I could. If I wanted to host a Mastodon instance, I could. And like, it's not just like me having a BS social media platform. This is a real social media platform with millions of users that I can connect to. I don't know. It's so cool. It's so cool. And it makes me happy that this is kind of finally a thing, right? So again, this just wow. And it's really making me reconsider what can we do to make the internet a healthier place? Because right now, I don't know. There's certainly some problems with the internet. There's a lot of hate going on, and I don't just mean like hate groups. I mean just people like being mean to each other on the internet. You kind of see that a lot, or just I don't know. It's wild. The internet's whack right now. Yeah. So I don't know. I think that with these different platforms, we have a chance to kind of reestablish what it means to be an internet user. You know, why should we be using centralized silos? Why should we be using that? Like, for example, here's twitter.com. Please don't be weird stuff. I'm going to my profile to not see weird stuff. Okay, so here's my Twitter account. This entire platform, I'm pretty sure it's going to fail in a couple of years because Twitter is not going to be able to pay its bills. Right now, Twitter has already failed to pay multiple bills to Google Cloud, to, I think there are different buildings they're not paying their lease. So yeah, there's a lot of problems going on with Twitter. So Twitter is actually probably not going to exist in a few years, you know. And that means all of this user content, gone. And that's kind of like a little scary to think about, but we've seen this happen before. Like MySpace, who remembers MySpace? I don't. I never got a chance to use MySpace. But that was a really, really, really big platform that fell. And I've read articles about this, like why do these platforms fail? And it's kind of this term called encrapification, where the platform starts off really good, they listen to users, and they build in good features. Then, oops, we need to make money. How do we make money? Because all of this centralizing millions, billions of users, a little bit expensive. So then they start to add these anti-user features in there. And these anti-user features are like advertisements, tracking you across the web, restricting what you can do on the platform. So like, hey, we're going to make it so somebody who joins Twitter Blue is going to have more of a reach than somebody who doesn't pay money to us. And I don't like that. I don't think that's not a healthy internet to me. It's not a healthy internet to have everybody in one place and not have people have control. Oh, hey, Atomic Ghost, welcome. That is why things like the Wayback Machine need to exist. Oh, totally. I'm very happy with the Wayback Machine. I'm kind of scared for that, though. I'm pretty sure there are people who are going after the Wayback Machine and trying to get that shut down. I don't know. I think I saw an article about that, so we'll see if that sticks around. Ugh. But yeah, so platforms like Twitter, they're just kind of not it. So I guess my point here is that as a society, we have a chance to kind of course correct here, to get away from big technology companies and find better platforms to use. And of course, they're going to be different. You know, like for example, if I'm on Mastodon, I'm not going to find everybody in the Fediverse. That's not how that works. But if I know a username, I can paste it in here, and I can access it. Things work a little bit differently when it's not all in one silo. But it works, and I think it's cool. And people need to kind of get used to this, right? Like, people are so used to like, oh, well, I need to make an account on Twitter so I can claim the username. And are people screaming outside? What is going on? And that people feel like they need to have social media profiles on these different platforms, but I think we can redefine that. And it's kind of cool. Not the window again. Oh my god, yeah, exactly, bro. I don't know. People are outside my window. Oh, man. But yeah, so let's go back to Discord. Let's not like leak everything. It's probably gonna open and show the group chat. Oh, actually, here we go. Boop. Riley's messaging me. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's funny. Not me this time, trust. yeah, Riley's been to my window, guys. It's been scary. But anyways, so one of the things I want to talk about is me starting a federated service on my infrastructure, because I have space, technically, right now, to do that. I have RAM available. Maybe not a lot of disk space, but the disk space problem can be solved by a provider, Wasabi. And you can get like a terabyte for $6 per month, which is object storage. So this could like work, and I'm thinking about using this seriously for different things. Now, again, YouTube. I'm on YouTube. I'm streaming on YouTube. You're seeing me on YouTube. YouTube is like legitimately an insane monopoly because it is like the only website you're gonna go to for a video. Like, let's be honest. Unless you're somebody else, but for like normal videos, you're going to YouTube. All right. So, is there an alternative? Yes, there is. There's PeerTube. So this is really cool. Here we go. PeerTube. And it is a decentralized, federated video sharing platform. So, this is cool, right? This is cool. I want to continue to move myself away from big tech. And I think this is also something that people should do too. And I understand, not everybody can do this. And don't feel like, it's bad if you can't, but just try to kind of identify what are things you can reasonably do. And at this point, with the fact that I have my own cloud infrastructure now, running Minecraft servers, Libre front ends, different services, I want to run these softwares and be independent. Be an independent creator. I don't want platforms to have power over me. And I think it's important. Because also, yeah, it's a big thing, is when you have your own platform, you're the one who gets to decide the rules. In accordance with where you live. Okay, don't be doing things illegal, where you live, please. But besides that, it's you make the rules. So if you want to, let's say, not allow somebody to say that cheese is smelly, then you could do that. It's a stupid rule, but if you don't want people doing that, then that's it. That's your guidelines that people have to follow. So, I don't know. It's all great. So that's what I'm thinking of doing. I'm thinking of running a PeerTube instance on my infrastructure at some point. That will definitely be a bit of an undertaking, but I think I can do it. And then also want to have a federated, rather Mastodon or Lemmy service running on my infrastructure as well. Because I want to replace Discord. I don't like Discord. Discord is kind of continually becoming a platform where I feel like I don't have power to properly be able to moderate my community. I don't feel like I have the power to, remove people's data. Like, if people are telling me, hey, Martin, I want all my data on your server removed, I can't do that for them. You know, and that's unfortunate. And it's weird, too, because I want to, like, have all my friends in one place. And right now, that's Discord. But with different things happening with Discord, it's slowly becoming a worse platform. It's scary. Like, you're seeing this, like how it happened with Twitter, how it happened with Reddit right now. Like, Discord is slowly, I think, getting there. I want to go, let's see, Discord Glassdoor reviews. Here we go. I think this is what I was looking for. Here we go. Senior leadership is abandoning ship. Basically, a lot of things are not going well with Discord. They have a lot of... Discord hired a lot of, like, Silicon Valley people, like, from social media platforms into their leadership team. And it seems to have really... Yeah, it seems to have really taken a toll on Discord. So, I don't think Discord's going to fail anytime soon. Certainly not. But I think the platform is going to get worse. And again, Discord is not open source. They're, you know, taking telemetry on me and you. I want to have my own platform. Problem is, though, that I think the alternatives to Discord, they're not that good. Like, right now, there is Matrix. Software. Which, again, what is it with, like, making software and, like, making it impossible to search for? Yeah, Matrix is pretty cool. And I actually do use Matrix a little bit, but I do feel like it's not... It's not good enough. Mostly because it's a little bit too high security. I don't know if that's a thing. Like, I guess you could say that. Like, it'll be like, hey, you logged in. You need to, like, authenticate with another device, or this or that, the other thing. And it kind of is a bit buggy the last time I tried it, so I don't know. I don't think it's quite ready yet. But I don't know, do I want to run a Matrix instance? Because I don't like Discord. I don't want my community to form on Discord, per se. But then again, there's the problem. You know, like, if I said, hey, Riley, do you want to make a Matrix account so you can join my server? Or, like, make a Matrix account on my server, you know, and then have to tell that to, you know, my friends, all my friends here, and then, you know, SouthHollow people maybe, and, you know, it just makes it complicated. And I'm sure most of them won't follow me. They're probably going to be like, hey, Martin, I don't actually care about you that much. So I'm not going to make them their, you know, you're going to use Discord or we're not going to talk. And that's, yeah, see, too much effort. But it shouldn't be too much effort, but it is. And that's kind of sad, you know. But I understand it. Like, most people don't really see this as an issue. Most people don't see platform and crapification, which is, I guess, this popular term for it, as an issue. And most people don't care about data sovereignty. And, you know, that's okay. Like, I'm not going to make people care about it. But it is something that, because Libre Galaxy is my community, and I do care about my community, I need to start making decisions that are, like, in the community's best interest. So it's kind of hard to balance. Do I want to have my community exist on Discord? Do I want to have my community exist on Matrix? Maybe I'll make a forum, like Lemmy, on running on my infrastructure. I don't know. What's the best way of doing this? Yeah, trains, you're right. You can make a Matrix server and then use the bridge. I was thinking about doing that. I've seen that actually successfully work on the, let's see, Pine64 Discord. Where you can see this is how it kind of looks. You have, like, Discord people talking, then you have people on different platforms talking. And I think it's pretty interesting. It seems to work pretty well. But then again, problems. It's not exactly perfect. So I don't know. I think that's the way I'd want to do it. But again, I don't like Matrix. Like, the way, when I was trying it, I didn't like it. Like, I like it as a way of doing things, but I don't know, it just wasn't great. It felt kind of slow, a bit clunky. Although the different platforms, like, that's the thing. With Discord, this is also really annoying. You can't use different Discord clients. Like, you can, but you get banned if they catch you. And at least that's what they say in their terms of service. If you cannot use a different client. With these open protocols like Matrix, you're supposed to use different clients. Try out what you want. And that's also really cool. Like, do you see the difference between closed platform, closed source, we want you to use our proprietary software, versus open source, use what you want, we are for people and not against people. You know, we want to have user features versus a proprietary platform who implements quite a few anti-features, anti-human features, in my opinion. So, yeah. A lot to think about. A lot to think about. But I do think it's exciting to see where things go. So, yep, I just want to talk about this. You know, what do you all think about these different platforms? Would you use them? You know, if I made a Matrix server, would you use that over Discord? And are you somebody who cares about this stuff? Because it is kind of interesting. A lot of people who join my streams or who are in my community are people either who are my friends or are SouthHollow people. So, you know, and that crowd of people generally doesn't care about this stuff like I do. You know, even though that's what I'm trying to kind of get at with my website. I mean, my website's name is literally Libre Galaxy. Okay, like I care quite a lot about technology policy, all that stuff. So there you go. I don't know, but things to think about. So I guess the TLDR is that kind of look out for this. Look out for the different platforms you're using, and ask yourself, when is the platform gonna encrapificate itself? Again, that's kind of a stupid term, but like that's the term I see being used. And with federated services, I don't really see that happening, because let's say you don't like where the software is going, you can fork the software. It is open source. Or if there's a community whose rules you don't agree with, join another community with rules you do agree with, or create your own community. Is there people in an instance you don't like? Let's say people who are racist. There's this instance and they're racist. I don't like those people. I'm gonna block that instance. You don't see them anymore. That's pretty good. And that's difficult to do on Twitter and these other platforms. So, yeah. I think we're at like a pretty interesting turning point for the internet in terms of a lot of people, I don't want to say like waking up, but let's just say waking up to the fact that a lot of platforms are not treating them well, and there's better alternatives. So that kind of makes me happy to see that people are starting to care more about what I care about, because I've been following this for a pretty long time. Now, just because you are somebody who uses, let's say, like Mastodon, that doesn't mean you're going to be like, let's go, I love free and open source software. But, you know, I think getting people to think about technology and how they use it, and like what mainly big companies are doing to make sure that technology isn't yours and that you can't use it the way you want to, getting more people to think about that is good. Like right to repair, for example. Like I would have never really cared about right to repair necessarily. You know, it was only really when I became somebody who was interested in open source software and kind of seeing the downfalls of big tech companies that I really started to see, oh yeah, right to repair is actually really important. Because if you can't repair it yourself, or can't get another vendor to repair it, you have to go to the company and you have to pay like billions of dollars. That's how it was for my MacBook. I had a MacBook. And, you know, other repair shops, if they don't have the part, they can't fix it. And Apple, of course, can charge you a lot of money. So, I don't know. Just so many things to think about. Train says, companies gain a lot of users and start to think that they can do whatever they want without consequence. Yep, that's exactly it. And that's what you're seeing with Spez. Spez is, again, the CEO of Reddit. And that guy, he's like, you know what? We're gonna, for the subreddits that are doing a blackout, basically they turn the community to be private, so people can't view the content of it, they can't join, whatever. And he's seen that, and he says, okay, the mods who lock down that community, we're actually going to kick you out if you don't reopen the subreddit. And he really thinks like, oh, you know, we're just going to like find new moderators for that. But that's not exactly how it works, because like this is a community. Like you can't just get moderators from r/World of Warcraft to, you know, work well on r/arts and crafts, you know? Like that doesn't, those are totally different people, totally different rules, expectations. And again, these moderators are doing things for free. So, I don't know. Really interesting how he views kind of people as expendable, in my opinion. Spez, the CEO of Reddit, he's like, well, whatever, we'll just get new moderators. Or whatever, we don't care about what they're saying. And it's really kind of weird to me, but that's kind of how these big tech company CEOs see people. I mean, really, like, and that's, I don't like that. I don't like that. So, things to think about. But anyways, that's kind of my spiel. I wanted to talk about that. I guess, really random stream up, showing you how does the Libre Galaxy infrastructure work. We're using Contavo. I want to run some of these services, and this is why. And you might see it pop up. Oh, but the problem is that more work for me. I don't mean to sound like I'm going to be like complaining too much, you know, because obviously it's like, I want to do it. But as somebody who is already kind of spread pretty thin, I would really hope to have more people help me with this stuff. Because as y'all probably saw in my Libre Galaxy half a year review, which is this lovely set of messages here, my big problem is that I'm the only one working on Libre Galaxy stuff. Like really, that's it. I'm doing all the coding for it, managing the infrastructure, working on services, looking up technology policy, writing articles for the website, even though I'm not writing anything at this point, I'm too busy. I want to write more stuff, you know, so it's just, it's a lot. So I really hope to find more people who want to contribute, and who also like share my vision, you know what I mean? I think it's not everyone. Certainly it's not everybody. And I don't want to force people to be like, well, you're my friend, so I want you to help me with this, you know, no. You know, if people aren't into open source software, or like they don't want to learn more about how to make technology work better for them, then that's fine. Like you don't have to do that. Like there's so many different things that are important in life for different people. But for me, I really find technology and technology policy and this realm to be my calling. Like, this is really something I'm passionate about. So I hope this can maybe translate into a career for me. I don't know. We'll see how that works. But I want to work in a space where I get to talk about technology policy, and advocate for ways to improve the internet, and ways for people to be more healthy with their technology. Because I don't think most people are healthy right now, and I don't think I'm healthy right now with my technology usage. You know, but there's ways we can improve things. And I hope that at least people see that's what I'm trying to do with Libre Galaxy. I want to help people use technology in a better way. And the way I see people doing that is using free and open source software, decentralized platforms, just things that are going to respect them more, like right to repair. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I mean, I've been talking for a hot minute. You can kind of hear my voice change. Like, I can. It's like, ooh. Oh, it's a hot room in here, guys. I'm going to be honest. It's kind of annoying. Whew. That's actually why I don't run shaders, because I can with this PC. I can like run low shaders, but the problem is the graphics card, it pumps so much heat out that the room gets so hot, even like by default. Like, I'm getting a little bit hot. I I need to find a solution to that. Do you have a solution that's good? Because I used to, like, I had a fan, but then it would blow into the microphone, and then, doesn't sound good. So I don't know, I need a better solution to cooling this room, or just having better circulation. I don't know. We'll see what I can do with that. But, yep. Ugh. I guess while we're here, I might as well talk about my plans for college. Oh yes. So, right now I don't think I've said anything about college on this channel. I don't intend to leak any college stuff, although I might. We'll see. Like I had a college shirt on earlier. I changed it for this because I'm like, I'm probably not gonna leak that to the internet like right now, even though probably it could happen. Oh. While we're on the topic of leaking, there's so many like things people have done to like leak stuff of mine, which is annoying. So like I guess pro-life tip that I don't follow myself. I'm already in too deep, but if you're not, don't like let your friends know who you are online. That's probably for the best. So I remember like in grade school and even in elementary, middle school, people would like troll me from my school on my channel. That they would like drop information, like personal information, like one dude just like comment like my full legal name. Like, haha, that's really funny if I comment that on his Minecraft Let's Play video. No it's not. No it's not. But yeah, so there's like, I think to myself that you really shouldn't share like too much information about yourself online. But like I'm kind of like in too deep already, but still like I'm gonna do like the minimum to not like leak anything. Like if people wanted to know like where I live, they easily could probably find the information. Like I've thought about this too, like in terms of like securing yourself online. Like here's something that people don't think about, and I've thought about this. So like for example, you find somebody online, and let's say like you wanted to like know which school they go to, whatever. And this is a problem when I had Instagram, because a lot of people from my school would follow me, you know, my Instagram, my YouTube Instagram, whatever. Is that somebody could be like, oh, this It's MCB guy, I want to know like where he lives. All they would have to do is go to who's following me, and they could see a pattern of people who follows me. So like for example, in their bio, it could be like goes to like Martin's Epic High School. So then if you see, you know, because of course like especially like girls, I think like to like add that in there, like, oh, I attend, you know, or like Martin's Epic High School year 2023 or whatever. They'll put that in their bio, or at least they did back in the day. I don't know. I haven't been on Instagram in a while because I don't have an account. But yeah, so that used to be a thing. So somebody could just go there and see a pattern, and then they know where you live, right? Like that's kind of scary if you think about that. There's so many ways somebody could like get information on you and you wouldn't know. So it's not just about people being like, haha, I think it's gonna be really funny to comment his full name or his school address, you know, in his YouTube channel. Just like purely by connection with people, you can find out information. Like for example, even like Riley, y'all know I'm good friends with him. We're friends in real life. You know, if he accidentally puts something on his social media, then you have information about me, right? Like let's say he posts a picture, his thing is private, his Instagram's private, but like let's say he posts a picture, his Instagram wasn't private, let's say, and he posted different pictures of like us hanging out, or like not even that, but like him hanging out with his friends around where I live. You could then look at those photos and be like, okay, now I know where Martin lives because I know where Riley lives, you know? So, interesting topic. I think about this stuff too much, don't I? Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Does anyone else think about this stuff? Am I the only one? I don't know. Maybe. But yeah. But I think for now that's probably the premise of this stream. I'm not gonna drag it on for too much longer, but yeah, I want to do more streams like this where I just talk about different topics, random topics, and hopefully this time around or next time around, I will not have my mic muted for the first 4 minutes. Because that was kind of embarrassing. But yeah. So, technology, here we go. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next stream. Join my Discord if you want, and follow me on the Fediverse if you want. And actually, before I end the stream, hold up. I want to talk about payment processors. Before I end this, I mentioned that earlier. I'm really bad at doing that. I'm like, I want to talk about this later, and I never talk about it later. So I'm fixing that. I remember I brought that up. Let's talk about it. So why can't you donate to ItsMCB? Why? I mean, you'd expect me as a content creator, and as somebody who runs these services. I mean, it's gonna get expensive for me once I do upgrades. Why am I not accepting money to have people help me out paying for this stuff? Because I hate payment processors. Say it with me now. I hate payment processors. Basically, they suck. Anyways, thank you so much for watching the stream. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna end it. I'm not gonna end it without explaining. Okay. So, payment processors are really bad because they take a percentage of your money. That's one of the big concerns. Is that you seem to hate a lot of things. Just kidding. Yeah, actually, like hate is a strong word. I don't want to say I hate payment processors, but like I generally strongly dislike payment processors. Yeah, it's not good. So they take a percentage of your revenue. So like let's say for example, if I wanted people to donate to me on YouTube, and hey Fireboy, welcome to the stream. Let's say I wanted people to donate to me on YouTube. So I actually have this disabled on my channel. YouTube keeps telling me, Martin, you should enable the join button on your channel. And let's see, mute this. I want to go to another channel that has it. Let's go to FMAO. FMAO. Okay, here we go. Here's the FMAO channel. She has this button called join, and like basically you pay different like amounts of money, and you get like badges and different things. Pretty interesting. And YouTube wants me to enable that. Problem is, YouTube takes a cut. I'm pretty sure it's like a 30% cut of that, which is not good. So then after YouTube takes a 30% cut of that money, it then gets sent to your PayPal theoretically. Now, it's not actually like that. Oh, you can see the rash. It's kind of, it's not good. That's an annoying thing. I'll talk about that in another stream. Yeah, after they take that, you basically have to, not as bad as Twitch to be. Oh yeah, Twitch is a dumpster fire. Don't use Twitch. So like with YouTube, you actually have to get a $100 threshold before you can cash out. It's like right now, I've been making money from YouTube, but it's like $1 per month or something, guys. It's not a lot of money, which is, it's not bad, but it's not good. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. And I can't like take that money out. So if I had like $99 in my YouTube account, I couldn't cash it out. I have to have $100 or more to cash out. And what I have with that is I have it so it sends directly to my bank account. But you can't always do that. YouTube is one of the platforms that doesn't let you do that. Or sorry, that does let you do that. Other platforms don't. So let's say I didn't want YouTube to take a cut of that join revenue. I wouldn't use YouTube then. I would use something like Ko-fi or something like Patreon. With Patreon, they also take a subscription. They take a cut. And then I don't think they can send it directly to your bank. Excuse me. So I don't think they can do that. So then they have to send it to your PayPal. And that's also a thing with Ko-fi too. They have to send it to your PayPal. PayPal takes a cut of that money. Okay, that's not good. PayPal takes a cut of that money. And then I'm left with a very small amount of money compared to what the person paid. And it makes me feel bad because I don't want people, like, I don't know if this makes sense, but I don't want people spending money on me if I'm not getting most of the value of that money, right? Like, I think people are wasting their money if I don't actually get most of the money, right? So, also let me read the chat here. Nintendo reference. Rex secret YouTube staff. The cut is the cost of using their service. I know it is. You know, it's like that. Just publish your banking info and let people make direct deposits. Nah, brah. But that's the thing though. Like you would have to, from my understanding, you would have to like really give out like, you know, a lot of information. Like I have to give you my full name and other things, other details that I don't think I want to give people. You know, that's the problem. So it's money online. Why is there not a better way of doing it? Like obviously with something like PayPal, it's not that bad. Like YouTube's kind of egregious. Twitch is even worse. But like you can live with that. But yeah, like if I want people like donating to me, I want to like get the most money out of that. You know, Venmo, or these different services. I've looked them up. Like payment processor. What was I looking up recently? It was it? That's not Skrillex. That's a band, I think. What is it? What is it? There's some payment processor. Alright, peace out, Fireboy. There's some payment processor. I was looking them up, and it's terrible. They oh my god, where they will screw over vendors. Like even big companies, they will be like, we didn't get our money for months, or that we never got paid out, or this or that or the other thing. And I see these in reviews, and it's like, oh my goodness, why? This is so bad. So it just feels like there's no good option to do that, right? Obviously, I understand the fact that like these different services have to take fees because that's just doing business. But like, if I have to, for example, with Patreon, I think you have to pay a subscription if you want at least certain features. You have to pay a subscription, so you're paying a platform. You're paying money to make money, right? And like, let's be honest, I'm at SimCB. I have a very small niche fan base. I don't think you guys are gonna want to give me money, and that's okay. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. But like, I don't want to set something up like that if I'm not gonna be making money in the first place too, right? Like if I have to start paying them, I'm gonna be at a deficit, and that just is stupid to me. It's like, why would I do that? Because that was happening at SouthHollow actually. One of the reasons we closed down the SouthHollow store is because we were losing money. Because we had a premium Tebex subscription for our store when we were losing money because we were not getting enough sales to like even make it worth the cost for Tebex. I mean, that's a bad feeling, bro. That's a bad feeling. So that's why you can't donate to ItsMCB. Because I think payment processors are really not great. It's kind of hard to find one that I think is going to have like a modest like payment processor fee and also be reliable, also be trustworthy, and actually pay me. Because I keep seeing that online with these different payment processors where people are complaining, hey, I'm a company, so not even just me as a small individual, I am a company, and they didn't pay me. That's insane. To me, that's insane. That they can get away with that, and they can. You know, I don't want people to spend money on me and then I never see that money. That's a waste of money to them. And that, you know, it's not good. So I'm thinking in the future, like if I ever do grow my audience or at least do more, I don't know what I want to do. Like what point do I want to do this? That I will eventually accept donations, but it doesn't make sense to do that when, you know, it just doesn't make sense to me right now. But what do you think? What do you all think? It doesn't make sense for me to do donations? Like, should I have a YouTube join button? You know, like, what if I were to do donations, how would you want me to see that happen? Because I do think that, like, as I do more, specifically with, like, Libre Galaxy and stuff, I do want to start accepting donations for people who want to give me money. Because as I start, like, hosting more services, you know, if people want to join these services, they're using my hardware, my storage, my infrastructure, that's cool. But if you want to help chip in, that would really be cool, you know? So especially if I start doing Fediverse stuff or Matrix stuff, I know it can get expensive real fast. So, things to think about. I think I would probably have to do PayPal, and I actually do have a PayPal set up. I think I had to delete the account. I don't know. Such a mess. Such a mess. I did like one sponsored video for this channel. One. It's gone now. Oh my god. Let's talk about sponsors, guys. Let's talk about sponsors. This is just Martin ranting at this point. Let's do it. Let's talk about sponsors. Okay, so before, when was this? I think it's like 2018. Yeah, 2018, I think, where I got an email from the server. I'm not going to mention the server name. They don't deserve promotion. And they're like, hey, we'd like to work with you. I need you to do a video. I'm like, okay, I'm interested in this. So I talked with the Discord user, and literally their Discord name is Server Investor. Like, I don't know. I don't know why that didn't just, like, make me say, huh, that's kind of weird. Because obviously, now that I think about it, it's probably some guy who's, like, you know, working with, like, multiple different servers, whatever. And he was, like, this nice guy, whatever. We talked about, you know, what we think would be a fair amount of pay for the video. I mean, it was, like, I don't know, like $5 or something. I don't know. Nothing too big. It was, like, an episode for a faction server. And again, my channel's not big, so what do you expect? But yeah, so we kind of did the deal, and we're like, okay, I'll be paying that amount, and I'll do the video. And I did a video with John, actually. It was John and maybe Nako? I don't know who was in the video. Somebody's in the video. I played on the server, and yeah, it was a fun video. And I then was like, okay, cool, I did the video, here it is. I'll be expecting my payment via PayPal. You cannot direct message this user anymore. Boy. So basically, I made a video for the server, and the person who was going to be paying me dipped out. Now, this is a pretty big faction server, okay, y'all? So this is a pretty big server. So I then went to their Discord, sort of kind of complaining up a storm, and then eventually I did get paid. I think basically there was some guy who was working with the server, and they didn't work with the server anymore. I don't know, it was messy. But yeah, anyways, I got paid, and it was fine. But yeah, weird, bro, weird. Oh my god. Sponsorships. So anyways, I've never taken a sponsorship since. Not that I get too many offers, or anything like that, but oh man, I used to actually get some offers. Not anymore though, which is... but yeah, so... something to think about. But anyways, I had to set up my thing with PayPal, so they'd send it to my bank, and I got it, and it was fine. But yeah, I don't know. Donations, money. Why is money difficult? I don't like money. It's complicated. Complicated, y'all. Money. Money, money, money. Money. But it's okay. Yeah. I don't know, I'm just thinking about stuff. Let's get that music going again. Hopefully you like this playlist. I'll add it in the thing. It is a Persona 5 Jazz Cafe mix, and I think it's so great. I heard this, I think it was in like 2020 when I heard this. Yeah, it's when the video came out. And I think it's just such a nice composition, a playlist. It's great. But yeah, let's talk about more sponsorships. Okay, I want to talk about this. So, this is such a random stream. I thought I was gonna be like kind of focused, but nope, we're talking about everything and anything. So let's go. Okay. So, I have received that sponsorship, and then I also got a few more. This is around the time when I had the Minecraft server Vexel Games, if you remember that server. Before I partnered with SouthHollow, it was actually on the same day. The reason I'm with SouthHollow right now is because Medic reached out to me and says, hey, we want to partner with you. But it's interesting because other Minecraft servers were asking that too, like, hey, we want to partner with you, or like we want you to do videos on our server. And of course, because I was trying to promote my own server, I'm responding to them like, dude, I have my own server, and I'm promoting my own server. Why would I make videos for your server? Because we're not going to pay me any good, you know. You're not going to pay me much. It doesn't make any sense. So yeah, that was a bit of a silly time. Yeah, I ended up working with SouthHollow, which is interesting. Probably shouldn't talk about money stuff on here, but yeah. I'll be honest. I originally started working with SouthHollow because I thought I would, you know, maybe make a bit of money from it. I have not seen a single cent since then. So yeah. Because you got to think about it like this. I didn't join as an owner. I joined as a partner with SouthHollow. It was interesting because I had Vexel Games, and originally we set it up so it would be people would join SouthHollow, and then through SouthHollow they could join Vexel Games. Then I realized how stupid that was, and I was like, okay, let's just have it all under SouthHollow branding. And then SouthHollow consumed Vexel Games. If Vexel Games was a burger, then SouthHollow was a hungry person, okay? And that's where the meme, Vexel Games is a burger, comes from, if anyone remembers that from my Discord. Yeah, like a burger. Yeah. If anyone remembers those memes, they were so fire back in the day. Say, Gustavo, if you're still here, shout out to him. He made those memes. But yeah. So. Yeah, that's been interesting for me. So, partnerships, money, these things don't seem to work out very often. I think the hungry person hasn't eaten in a bit. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I've also gotten an email recently, multiple times, from this one company, and they're like, hey Martin, we really like that you're making educational content on your YouTube channel. You know, let's do a partnership where you post your educational content on our website. And if you do that, we let you post your videos to our website. That's a really stupid partnership. Because this is like some like random platform, like some random like educational platform. They're like, hey, we want to partner. Yeah, exactly. Where's the cash? Where's the cash? Like, here's the thing. Okay. At some point, I really want to get like a proper setup going to where I can release my videos under Creative Commons, like properly under Creative Commons. But it's really kind of difficult because I need to like get music that's open. I need to make sure like every single thing in the video can be, released under the license. I can't show logos. I can't show maybe like profile pictures. I don't know what I can and can't show. It's really difficult to do that, but I want to do that in the future. But I'm not doing that right now because I can't guarantee that. But I want to do that, and at that point, they could just use my videos, and that'd be fine. But until that point, where is the money though? Like it's such a weird thing because like I wouldn't mind people necessarily reposting my videos if they asked me, and especially if I'm using a Creative Commons license, then yes, you can do it, but I'm not. And if I'm going to be doing work to put my videos on your random website, I do expect like a monetary compensation because I'm providing value to you, right? If I'm providing value to you, then I expect some sort of money from that, right? Like it's not unrealistic to expect that, right? I mean, it's kind of interesting because with Libre Galaxy, oh my god, I don't know why. Literally, whenever I talk about Libre Galaxy, to about half the people, they're like, oh, hey, Martin, so how much money are you making from that? It's like, well, no money, because, well, one, payment processor is bad, but also because I just want to, like, give things to people for free. Like, I think that should be more normalized. But again, we live in a society where you need money to live. So I need to think about that too. Like, how can I monetize Libre Galaxy in a way that like is actually ethical and not completely bonkers? Because I think that there is a lot of sites that are not very good. And that's why I'm thinking donation button. Once I get some stuff set up properly, whenever I get around to it, 'cause again, money's not important for me. My end goal is not money. If it was money, I would have set up a donation button a long time ago and I would have said, I don't care if people are wasting their money on me, or whatever. Because I don't care necessarily. Obviously, I want to live, okay? And like that's why I don't know what the future holds. I don't. I really think that with my current career path, I'm going to college and I'm going to get a job at some company. And I'm not going to be able to do Libre Galaxy or anything full time. But if I could, if I was living in some crazy utopia where like anything's possible, I would want to do Libre Galaxy full time. Write articles, have these different services running, whatever. I'm gonna get a job? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like a normal job at some company probably. I'm gonna help them through technology stack or whatever I might do. I wish I could put more time towards Libre Galaxy. That'd be nice. But that's not realistic, you see. And if I really do want to ever get close to being able to put more time into it, I would need to find a way to monetize it so I could actually live. Let's go! So, yeah, I don't know. It's difficult to think about that. I think I just need to make sure that, I guess just the Louis Rossmann, he made a video. He's a guy who basically has a repair shop and he's pretty popular. And I really like what he said, where I don't really care if you use ad block or not, because, if you think that the content I'm providing to you, you're spending time watching this, right? If I'm not providing you at least $1 of value, why are you watching? Why are you watching if I'm not providing you at least $1 of value? And if I am providing you $1 of value, drop me $1. I think that's perfectly reasonable, right? I think if more people just adopted that ideology of doing things, that we could actually have a lot more success for independent creators, open source software, whatever. It'd be cool to see that. But I don't know. It's hard to say because even me, I am very frugal with my money. Okay, I don't like spending money, and you can see that. I don't like doing that. I like to just kind of hoard it away and have it for me because I don't want to think that I have the possibility of not having money and being screwed over in the future. That's actually scares me. And seeing inflation go and just things get more and more expensive as time goes on, that's also scary for me. So I don't know. I wish we could just live in a society where we could just not have to worry about money. But of course we do. So fun. I don't know. But yeah, so those have been my interesting rants about Federation money. It's turned into a stream about open source Federation money and all this stuff. I found that to be funny. That's great. I want to do more of these streams. I want to just talk with y'all and share my opinions because I'm just so cool that I have great opinions. But I don't know. I feel like I want to find people who share my passions for things I kind of research into, and hopefully just have a good dialogue about it. I think that's what I want to do. Just kind of really find my people, because not to say I haven't found my people yet, and I have good friends, and I think I have a pretty good community with Libre Galaxy, but I don't exactly know a lot of people or have people in my community who really kind of care about open source software, who care about technology policy, these different things that are kind of more niche interests. Most people don't share that. So I really hope that, hey, maybe in college I'll meet a cute girl and she's gonna care about this stuff too. No, I'm kidding. That's a fever dream, okay? That's not happening. But if I do, that'd be pretty cool. Be pretty cool. Actually, while we're here, oh my god, Riley, don't laugh at my dream. Don't laugh at my dream. Never gonna have. No, Riley, no. No, I swear it's possible. It's possible. Okay, if there's, let's see. Hold up. There is how many people on Earth? 2023. There are 8 billion people on Earth. Okay, 8 billion people on Earth. There is at least one, girl out there who's like, would maybe be totally down to talk about open source technology with me and technology policy. There's got to be at least one out there in the world. But anyways, I digress. Oh my god. Oh, people are blowing up my DMs. Okay, why did Emilio just send me morning routine, American Psycho, and say literally you? I'm not that guy. But the chances of finding a girl who both likes coding and open source and games, I'm not gonna say in games. I don't really care if she likes games or not. That's fine. But like, if you like coding, then you probably do like open source. Like, it's not guaranteed, but you have a decent correlation. You're not that guy. Exactly, bro. I don't get it with the what's the Bateman? What's his name? Something Bateman. I'm not that guy. I don't know why Amelia keeps saying that I am. I don't go and be like, like maybe like in freshman year of high school. You can maybe say that in freshman year of high school as I'm like walking the halls. Show no emotion. I'm going to my class. So cringe. Bateman. Is that the guy's name for American Psycho? Am I Christian Bale? Batman? No. The American Psycho guy. Emilio sent me that and said literally you. Like for my morning routine. See, jokes on Emilio, I don't have a morning routine. I get up and I'm like, oh. Breakfast time. Well, I mean, it depends on the day. If it's a school day, then obviously you get up, you shower, you have breakfast, whatever. But I don't know. That guy's played by Christian Bale? What? Interesting. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so in college, let's talk about college. Okay, in college, you see everybody. Patrick Bateman. Yeah, that's something. Patrick Bateman. In college, I do intend to still do YouTube stuff. Don't worry. And I would still want to do Libre Galaxy stuff. But as you guys know, when you go to college, you're not gonna have time because you're gonna be out making friends. We'll see if that happens. I don't know. I feel like I'm more of like an introvert, so I don't really go outside and be like, hey guys, let's like go out somewhere. Like I've never, well, not that I've never, but I'm not that guy who's like, hey Riley, you wanna go to Panera tomorrow? Like I don't do that, bro. I don't do that. So I'm kind of the guy who's just sitting inside, and obviously that's why. That's why I'm like a technology guy. Okay, technology guys and girls and anyone else, they're people who are probably more introverted. Because if you're an extrovert and you like technology, and like that's very like you like technology not just in like, oh I like my iPhone, but like in terms of like, oh I really like technology policy and I really like open source software and I really like the tinkering with technology, or, you know, etc., etc. You don't see that with extroverted people too much. You don't see that with people who are always doing things. It's really about the people who are more introverted. You see that. Let's see, Riley says, I've already got things lined up for college. Very nice, very nice. I was just in town today, and it's a 30 to 40 minute drive. Oof. Not too bad, not too bad. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Riley, he's gone. He's moved away. No! It's so sad. But yeah. That's how things go, everybody. That's how things go. Anyways, yeah, so college. I still want to do YouTube stuff, but it's probably going to be even less than I do it now. We'll see how I can fit that in my schedule. We'll see. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, I know what you mean, Riley. I know what you mean. But yeah, it's interesting. I lost my train of thought. Let's go. What was I thinking about? Darn it. So I'm going to college. I'm going to do YouTube in college. Like, it's definitely not going to be the focus. Not at all. Not at all. But, oh yeah, friends. Am I going to make a lot of friends? Probably not in my first year. I think it's going to be a slow roll for me with making friends and stuff, and I'm totally fine with that. You know, I know this is going to be like, I'm going to orientation actually on Thursday through Friday. I'm just like staying over at my college. Still doing things on the server. Yep, I hope to do that. But it's just going to be decreased. You know, so it's a bit sad. Of course, I'm going to focus on my studies. And then, you know, my mom's all like, you gotta go do things with friends. And it's like, I know, like, you gotta network and make connections and, like, have fun with people. But, like, you know, if I can't follow my passions, I'm going to feel really bad. So I need to just optimize my time. Optimize. It's not a fun thing to think about, but yeah, I need to optimize my time. So, you know, you might see me doing a stream where I do work on the server. Like, I'm coding, doing a coding stream, so I can do YouTube stuff, but also server work. You'll see that probably. And that's why I really want to get that new system done. You know, I don't know. So much stuff. Rally tour guide era? Oh my gosh. This is also why I want to find more contributors for Libre Galaxy, so I'm not the only one working on stuff, so I can actually, things can move along faster, and actually stay consistent. But we'll see. So, yeah, college stuff, fun, making friends, difficult. I mean, it's not like that bad, but it's more of like, I have very niche interests. Like, let's be honest, and most people don't vibe with that, and that's fine. You know, like, obviously, like, I think I'm good at making friends with friendly people. Probably everybody is, actually. But, yeah, I'm good at making friends with friendly people. People who are just like, hey, we're chilling. Let's have a good time. But those people, yeah, I'm fine with making friends with them because they're just nice people and they don't, like, care that, like, I like, you know, Linux and other things. They're like, okay, that's cool. You know, they don't mind that, and that's nice. I certainly expect to find people who are going to be, like, this guy's weird, and it's like, well, yeah, what do you expect? Yeah, I wonder how it's going to be. I do definitely wonder. And like orientation, like, oh god. Guys, I know how it's probably... I don't want to set expectations, but like, I think here's how it's going to go. Okay, I'm going to drive to college. We're going to go to college. I'm going to be there. Okay, I'm going to be in the college campus. You know, I'm going to be with my mom. She's going to be like, okay, goodbye. I'm going to be like, bye-bye. I'm going to get my ID. So I'm going to be like looking around and not being able to find what I'm looking for. I'm going to go and wait in line. I'm going to be awkwardly like looking around. And because it's me, I have my phone, so I'm going to be like... You know, like, that's the whole, like, God, this phone. I'm telling you guys, what would I do? What would an introvert do without their phone? No, I don't have a driver's license. I still have a permit, which is gonna expire soon, so I really need to get my license. Because I just haven't been driving. So I'm trying to get like back into it so I can actually like do this stupid test. Yep. But yeah, so it's gonna be awkward, guys. And I know we're gonna like go and do these different events. I'm gonna be like, oh, I have to talk with people, but like I'm probably not gonna talk with people. So I'm probably just gonna be standing there like, I'm being social, I'm looking at my phone. I'm being social, I'm looking at my phone. And it's gonna be exactly like that. For most of the things. They're gonna go from place to place. Whenever we're supposed to mingle with each other, if somebody doesn't come up to me, I'm gonna be like, well, gosh darn it. I'm gonna be on my phone. Now, you see, that's stupid, because it's like, okay, dude, like, literally, like, grow a pair and, like, talk to somebody. You know, like, I can do that. And, like, I probably will do that at least, like, 1 or 2 times. But it's like, oh, it's a lot of effort. it's a lot of effort to just go up to somebody and be like, hey, hi, I am Martin, and I like Minecraft and Linux. Wow. That's the thing. I think I got good advice from a female friend. She said, just don't talk about that stuff to people until later. She's right. She right. She right. She's right. But then the problem is, wait a second. If I'm not talking about like Linux open source software and like technology policy, like what do normal people talk about? What do they talk about? Riley, what do normal people talk about? Because Riley's a nerd, but I think he's like ascended, you know, a little bit. Like he kind of talks about more normal things than I do. All right, what do normal people talk about? Because I think like once I get like comfortable like talking with people, then like yeah, I talk about like anything with people. But like when I'm first meeting them, it's like, hey, I'm Martin. Let me just tell you about a lot of things that I'm interested in. Riley just sent me this GIF, you in college, and it's just, hey. Oh my god. Yeah. I think that might just be it. And especially, oh god, guys. If I talk to somebody, it's gonna be a male. It's not gonna be a female, just because, like, unless she comes up and talks with me, you never know because some people just don't like talking to the opposite gender, or don't want the opposite, sorry, let me rephrase that. Some people don't want the opposite gender necessarily talking to them, and like, I'm totally fine with anybody talking with me. Like, come up to me, I'm fine, let's talk. But like, I know I don't want to like walk up to the wrong person, especially if it's somebody of the opposite sex. I would rather not walk up and be like, hey, I'm Martin, and she's gonna be like, what are you trying to get my number? And it's like, no, I'm just trying to say hi. Okay. I don't know. I think I have a warped sense of what social interactions are supposed to be like. I don't know. Like, I think I'm probably like fine. Like, I definitely am fine. If I really wanted to, I could like talk to anyone I wanted to. But like, I'd rather not. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna have like the social energy. I think that's part of the problem too. Is if I have like a low social energy, I'm not gonna be able to talk to just a bunch of people. So you know, and like we'll see who's gonna be like my roommate. Cause I'm gonna have to sleep over, you know, at this college with like a random person for a night. You know, I'm hoping that my roommate is gonna be somebody who I can be like, oh yeah, oh, talking to people, ugh, you know, what a you know, tiresome event. And then they're gonna be like, oh yeah, I know what you mean, you know, it's been a long day, you know, someone who can like kind of bounce off with a little bit. Yeah, oh yeah, Riley already got a number. Oh yeah, talking about college, there's a app I have called Zemi. Called Zemi, and it's supposed to be like this app where you talk with people from your college. And I just have not sent a message. Oh yeah, this is also a problem with me. I don't know. I don't think it's a confidence thing. It's not a confidence thing. It's a thing of me wanting to present myself in the best light. Oh. Hello. Me wanting to present myself in the best light. I think that's definitely the best way to put it. Where before I send a message to somebody, typically I will like reread it like 3 times. And then I'll like start making edits to it. And then like I've even had like a friend be like, Martin, you've been typing for like 40 minutes, just say it. Like I don't care if you say it wrong, just say it. Like it's okay if you're not right. You know, and it's like, well, I just want to make sure that my message gets across correctly, right? And oftentimes, if I don't think I can get my message across or articulate myself correctly, I'm just not going to do it. That's probably not the best way of doing things, but I think that has a component in me not wanting to like talk with people necessarily, like introduce myself, because I could very easily like not have a rhythm to it. You know, you never know who you're going to talk to. So if somebody's like really unresponsive, then that's like awkward. That's very awkward if the person's unresponsive. If the other person's like, oh yeah, what's up? You know, how are you? What do you do? Then that's fine. Then that's good. I don't know. I think I try to shield myself away from pain too much. Should probably stop doing that. I'm gonna psychoanalyze myself. Let's, you know. Psychoanalyzing. Actually, no. Psychoanalyzing is like sleep stuff. I'm pretty sure. Anyways, whatever. In the unconscious mind. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. I'll do a stream. Probably on Saturday. After I go through this event, and I'll report back to y'all how it went. I'm hoping it's gonna go good. I think it probably will be fine. And especially it's gonna be great if they have like a leader for like each. I don't even know if it's groups or not, but like for each group, I'm assuming there's gonna be a group. If they are like somebody who actually like sees that I'm somebody who doesn't necessarily want to facilitate too much conversation, and then like they'll help me out, that would be good. Like, oh my gosh, and like with these types of events, I often find myself just talking with like the group leader or facilitator. I'm like, oh, that's a safe person to talk to. Like they'll just talk with me, you know. Why am I bad, bro? What the heck? I don't know. Is that social anxiety? I don't think so. It's not anxiety, it's just wanting to be correct. You know, wanting to like convey myself in a correct manner. Getting good, yeah. But if I'm thrown into a situation, I can handle it. Like that's the thing. I just don't want to like put myself in a situation. Yeah. Because like I think once I'm in a situation where like, I have to talk with some people, then I can kind of not care. I'll just be like, hey, I'm Martin. Like I do Linux. Like I use Linux. I make Minecraft servers. How are you? What do you do? Yeah. I mean, another thing that's interesting is people who think Minecraft is childish, which is I think is fair. Because I guess a lot of children do play Minecraft. Like, I don't even know if I play it. I think I just use it as, like, a development platform. Actually, no, I do play it. Like, on Bedrock, sometimes I'll play in the Hive, like John and stuff. Playing those, like, Hive minigames, but... Yeah, I don't know. People think of Minecraft as being childish, and that's unfortunate, because I don't think it is, bro. Like, there's no... You know, just because you played it as a kid doesn't mean it is childish, right? Like... It's a good game, and I view it as a platform for creation and having fun. Oh man, Like, it makes me think about 8th grade, boys. 8th grade. Oh, yeah, people from 8th grade are luckily not watching this, so I don't have any problem talking about it. Yeah, it's so funny. Like, I randomly had Riz in 8th grade, and you know, there's this girl who like moved, and I was like, I'm gonna talk with her, and you best bet I did, and things went surprisingly really well, and we were in a few classes together, and one thing leads to another. I have her Discord, we're talking every day, and that was pretty good for a hot minute there. So I know, like, I can certainly like do these situations, you know. It's just like, do I want to? Do I want to? Because I don't know, it just sucks when the other person is like really unresponsive. It's great when they were engaged with you and like actually want to get to know you, but you can tell some people just don't give a crap about you. They're like, okay, whatever. Like, that sucks. Because then it's like, okay, do I like pull out? Do I keep talking and not make it awkward? You know, like, what do I do with this person who's not engaged with me in the conversation? I don't know, actually. I haven't figured that one out. Like, if somebody's not engaged with you, do you just like, all right, I'm a, you know, peace out, or not? I don't know. Do you try to like resolve it? How do you make it not awkward? Because that was the thing. I had a friend, interesting gal, and like, I think she was like very shy or something, like in the halls. Because like when we were in class, like we would talk just fine, but like when I would see her in the hallway, I'd be like, oh hey, and then she'd just be like, it was so funny. But then I just stopped doing that. Then I stopped saying hi to her in the halls, because I'm like, well, do you want me to? I probably should have just asked. Like, hey, do you want me to say hi? Or not? I don't know. How do you be social? How does that work, everybody? I don't know. Well, anyways, I've somehow turned this stream into like a 45-minute stream to like an hour, almost an hour and 2 hours actually. We're like an hour and 50 minutes, so I think I'm gonna end it here. But we got to some good topics, so thank you for sticking with me through the stream. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, message me on Discord, message me on Mastodon, whatever you want to do. Get in contact and live, love, laugh, and have a good life. Set some goals, and I will see you in the next stream. Peace out, everybody. Bye! How do you end a stream?